Hello everybody, this is Emerald Finch Tarot here with a reading for the birth sign of Taurus for the month of October 2019. Please take with it what resonates. If it doesn't, then just leave it for the next person. Now, I'm aware that some of you are mentioning in the comments that the sound might be a little bit quiet. I am doing this via a camera phone, so until I actually invest in a decent microphone, then all I can suggest for the time being is just crank up your volume to quite close to full and you should be able to pick up the audio okay. So please just bear with me until the time being. I'm going to try and do something a little bit more different this time. I'm going to do the past, present and future. I'm not going to spend too long on the past and I'm not going to spend too long on the present. The main focus will be on the future and what kind of changes will happen if you take note of what's happening in the present. Obviously, everybody's situation is different. Please take what resonates with it, and the actions that you take in the present moment, they do affect the outcome in the future anyway. So, but it's just to give you a clear idea, Taurus, of what possibilities could lie ahead. So, without further ado, I'm going to do is I'm going to put these cards just to one side for the moment. And I'm just going to use the original Rider-Waite deck just to clarify what that card came flying out when I was shuffling, so I shall put that up there. This is for the past. So what I'm seeing here with this card is, with the death in the past, there's been some major ending. I mean, death is death is a good card. It brings about change with it. It's some things that were quite stagnant have come to an end as one door closes, another door opens, and you see, death is riding the white horse, the pure cleansing, and there's a lot of yellow in this card as well. So it's all about new beginnings. So the death card is not a bad card. It is all about the life cycle, a bit like the seasons, or flowering shrubs. They have to actually go with death to actually sprout new buds. Then they come to full bloom, and then the autumn comes, then the winter. It's once you understand the whole life situation. This, I feel, Taurus, is something that has happened in your past, and some people can get through this phase quite quickly, and other people it can take months, even years. So there has been, whether it's recently or in a couple of months ago, years ago, there has been a major life transformation with Taurus. And that sometimes can be difficult with the star sign of Taurus, because Taurus are they're grounded. It's all about stability. They like routine. So to have a huge death cycle turn up in your past, it really rocked your boat, Taurus. So I'm just going to pull another card to find out what went in the past. Yes, I feel in this in the past, in this major transformation, we have the Five of Cups here. You were very solitary. You went on your own journey. You three of the cups were just that you're looking down at them, they're quite empty, and you felt quite sad. But within you, you had the two cups standing beside you, but they were looking after you and watching you, but your back is turned. Was almost like someone was actually carrying you through this phase. It might not be a physical person, it could just be spirit was actually guiding and carrying you through this phase. But you did this major death cycle in the past. Your cups were very much empty. But let's have a look and see what else has going to come up. And yes, we've got the Nine of Cups here. So in the past, you've gone from the major change to actually losing most things or everything, whether it's material or emotional. And over the years, you've been building up your cups to this this phase. It's within, you've kept it all emotional. Yeah, you kept your emotional cups full, even though it feels quite hard at time. But you've kept a passion, and you've been very courageous during this time. I feel. So one more card for the past. Yes, we have the Three of Wands. In the past, you've stood and you've looked out onto the horizon. You've reevaluated your life, and you've stood strong. It's yes, it's looking out. Yeah, definitely looking out into the horizon and actually seeing what else is out there and what else can I do. In the red rope there, it's all about looking after your health, your passion. Maybe you've started a new business. It's all to do with being very, very courageous. It's yes, you've started a new life path journey, and looking to see what new things are out there and what they can bring you. So Taurus, that was your past. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to put all these back into the deck and reshuffle, and just going to find out what's happening in the present. Okay, so for the present for Taurus, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So here what I find, Ten of Pentacles in the present moment, it's very much you've done the hard work, and you've built up your abundance, you've built your business, you've built your emotional, you've yeah, it's to do with materialistic things. You've got your stability back, you've got your materialistic things back, your emotional side as well might be something that needs to work on, but we'll have a look at that further down the line. But the Ten of Pentacles is all about abundance, and there seems to be yes, the courage is paying off. even though you're sat in this Ten of Pentacle full of abundance energy, it might not actually feel like it at the moment. I've got a feeling a lot of you Tauruses, you don't realise that I don't feel you're actually fully aware or appreciating that you have got this Ten of Pentacles energy around you. A lot of you, I feel, are still possibly living in the past energy, which I described earlier. So take a closer look and make a list and look at where you've been and where you are now, and you'll realise that the mental energy that you're in, you're still in the past, but in the now you have got this Ten of Pentacles energy. You are quite a rich person, emotionally and fulfilled as well. So pull another card for the present, and here we have the moon, and the moon. It's all about illusions. It's all about balance of the light and the dark, and smoke and mirrors. And like I was saying, you in the present you seem to have an illusion that you are still living in this past energy, when you haven't. You've got all this abundance and all these things to your within, well, I wouldn't say within your reach, that they're all there. It's all about just the snapping out of the mental state of being mindful of what you've got now rather than what you actually had in the past. It's all about moving on. Death came in, changed, shook everything up, and it's just getting out of that energy. It's an illusion. It's a trick of the mind, and you are a very, very, you've opened that door. You've changed the cycle of life, and you've got one foot through that door, but you need to go through the door completely and shut the door behind you. Don't dwell on the past. But yes, it's definitely an illusion. Also, with a moon as well, this present moment, romantic wise, this there could be a water sign in your mind's eye at the moment. They may not be with you at the moment, but I feel there's a Pisces energy, or a Cancer energy, or an Aquarius energy with this moon card. I feel, yes. So it's all about illusion. It's all about it's an illusion. Pull another card just to get for the present moment, and we have the Queen of Swords. So yes, the Queen of Swords is very very matter of fact, very 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 stern, not very playful, very sometimes a bit cold. But Taurus, I feel you are learning your boundaries at the moment. Taurus, you are very much a warm-hearted soul, and actually you project warmth out to people. They pick up the warmth and the groundedness, whereas internally you are the Queen of Swords. You're not taking any you're not going to be taken advantage of. This is how you are at the moment. You are setting, or you've set your boundaries at the moment, and you're being very mindful about, right, this is my life, this is how I'm doing it, and nobody is going to hurt me again, or take advantage again, whether this is in romantic life or whether it's business. It's Queen of Swords is very much business orientated, but Queen of Swords, as I say, can have a heart of gold, but they are very clear cut with that sword, that if anybody takes advantage of them in the future, then they will just cut them off with this sword. They will literally slice the universe in half between them, you and that person, and there will be a supermass black hole that you can actually just cut them off and not invite them in to get in your head and hurt you or hurt your feelings again. So that's what you're doing at the minute, Taurus. It's you're learning to let go of the past. One more card for the present, and we have the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles, it's all about you're holding this treasure. It's you've got this new light, and you've created something new, whether it's a relationship, a business, and or just a new way of being, and you are growing this pentacle and you are presenting it to the world, whether it is a new business venture that you have, a startup business that you have been working on, and you are about to present this, you're about to launch this. You've put a lot of passion and courage into this, and it's, I feel, maybe possibly the hurt or the pain of the past, of the death situation. You've put a lot of that energy into growing a new pentacle, and it's about to be shown to the world. So that's what I am picking up with for the present. Put these back in the pack, and now I'm going to concentrate on the future for Taurus. So what I'm going to do is, for the future, I'm going to go back to my original readings, which is all about pulling a moon card to find out what lies ahead for the future. Okay, the future. Confidence is your key to success. So what I'm finding with this is, as it's, I feel in the past you've had to start from scratch, and with this new life cycle, and with the presenting of this Page of Pentacles in the present, I feel with the Moon card, you're kind of eluding yourself, that possibly you think you're not good enough. But here it's saying confidence is the key to your success. It's the future is saying confidence. It's almost like wearing a suit of confidence armor. If you feel you're confident and believe you're confident, then you will elude confidence, and it will attract confidence into every endeavour that you do. So in the future, it's saying to you, you are going to be a very confident person. The lion here, the new moon in Leo, the lion is all about strength and how they are such a gentle but powerful, elegant creature. And it's wearing this mane when you put yourself out there. It's, although you may feel in the future a little bit nervous, it's all about holding your head up high and you know, just mindfulness, taking on this lion energy. Or if you wanted to, if you're female, you could take on a lioness energy. Look how far you've come since the death card was presented in the past. You've done the journey, you've put the work in, and the future is very much saying confidence. You're going to find a huge amount of confidence in the future, and it will bring an abundance of new opportunities. So I will pull some cards from this deck to find out what's going on. Okay, so in the future, here what we're finding is, in the future, you may feel that you're a bit trapped, and but it's in your mind. It's telling you to have the confidence to actually take the blindfold off, and there's gaps between these swords here, so you can actually walk through them. It's all an illusion. It's so you will come across this in the future, but it's telling you to actually have the confidence just to take a leap of faith and just take the blindfold off, loosen the ropes, and walk through those swords. It's telling you in the future not to keep yourself thinking that you are a prisoner. It's saying basically you're a prisoner of your own thoughts, and that if you change the way you think, i.e. project confidence within yourself, then you can actually do anything that you want to. So another card for the future. I won't be surprised if the Fool actually comes out. Let's have a look. Right, so here we have judgment. So in the future, there's going to be some sort of judgment, and when it means judgment, it's they're all kind of naked, and if you look, they're all, don't really want to sound quite kind of negative. In fact, this is not a negative card, but if you look there, they're in coffins, and they're all coming out of the boxes naked and reborn. So this is telling me that in the future, we had the death card in the past, but in the future, where there's going to be judgment, where the rebirth is going to actually occur. You've only got, in the future, you've only got this final element of, the final bit of self-doubt. You've worked on everything else, you've got everything in place. It's just this final little bit of self-belief to actually fulfill the rebirth, the judgment, the calling there. And it's yes, it just, you feel like you want to give up when you are so close, Taurus, but it's just literally no, round the corner. It's unbelievably close. So what we have here is the King of Wands. So the King of Wands in the future, it's all about it's all about fiery passion. You're once you actually have this judgment and the rebirth, you're going to have such a fiery passion for this business or relationship, this new version of you. And yes, you're going to maybe you're stuck in a job that you find quite boring, and maybe this business is going to be something that is something that you don't need to clock in and out of, but something that you can put your passion and your energy and your just have fun with it. It's yes, it's just moving out of this invisible electric fence energy, having the courage to do that, to release the judgment, the rebirth. And what waits for you is this King of Wands energy. And beautiful, beautiful card. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull some more cards because I want to elaborate on the future. Okay, so we've got the Eight of Wands here, and it's all about in the future. You're going to release something. It's not it's not a fight or a battle. It's releasing something, and I feel what you're going to release is this energy here, the eight of swords. You're going with the Eight of Wands. You're going to release the Eight of Sword energy, and that's what it's all about. Is releasing, letting go, and that's what you're going to do in the future. You're going to say goodbye to that invisible fence that's holding you back, and it's all to do. Confidence is the key. So another card here is Justice. So I feel. When the judgment day comes and you've released this invisible fence, and you will experience a rebirth of you, and when that happens, justice will be done. No matter who hurt you, whether it's been parental control from your childhood, or schooling that was quite controlling, or whether it's a relationship that was quite controlling. Once you let go, I keep saying it, once you have the courage, the confidence to let go of this invisible fence, because you're only holding yourself back as your own prisoner. Once you do this, then justice will be done, and you have the owl there. You will have the wise wisdom to actually feel and do whatever you want to do in your life, and you will have nothing holding you back. The little voice saying, what if, oh, I don't think I can. It's yes, it's release this energy with the Eight of Wands, and justice will happen in the future. And another card, clarify the King of Wands. and we have the Two of Cups. Okay, so what this is saying is, once you do that, it's almost like you are letting in the Two of Cups energy. It's you will love yourself, and you will. I see I will see a love offer coming in, but a love offer will not come in until you've actually released this self-doubt, until you have the confidence. The love offer is just lurking in the background. But I do feel in the future that there is definitely a love offer coming in, and it's not you offering your cup of love to them. It's them taking your cup of love. They are coming to you. It's you are not doing the chasing. You are you're not doing anything. They are attracted to it. But until you sort this final thing out of illusions and being a prisoner in your own energy, the cup of love will not come in until you actually deal with that. So one more card for this, and we have the Nine of Cups. So Nine of Cups is all about these two people here. It's all about, they've got the table set with the food, and the Nine of Cups are full. It's yes, it's almost like a wedding party, reception dinner, isn't it? It's yes. So the future is looking beautiful, but it's up to you whether or not you resonate with this, and you take the situation to have the confidence, as this is what lies ahead. If you don't, then the situation will stay as it is, or can go down a different path. I'm just going to pull a couple of cards. So just asking, tell me the future for Taurus for October. Tell me the future for Taurus for October. Okay. I'm just going to put this Nine of Cups down here. Okay. Okay, so what we've got here, we've got the King of Swords, and it's almost like he is just in an energy of being into battle. He's got all his armor on, but he's not looking defeated. He's actually looking quite tired, but proud. And if you notice the gem that's round his neck as well, it's actually projecting a ray of light, and there's orbs protecting it as well. It's the King of Swords energy is all about protecting. What I feel from this card, in the future, you are going to, a bit like the Queen of Swords, you are, in the future, you are wearing armour, but it's not fighting armour. It's a gentle protecting your soul armour. So on the outside you are projecting a grounding, earthing beautiful energy. On the inside, you are wearing this armor. It's almost like a confidence that that your battle scars are not on show, but they in the future you won't again be taken advantage of. I'm just going to read a bit further into that. Just going to clarify the Justice card. So the Justice card here, we have the Six of Swords. Lots of sword energy here. The Six of Swords. It's all about she's in the forest, but she's sitting down with her chin up, looking up at the moonlight, and she's surrounded by flowers and nighttime butterflies and a lantern as well. So in the future, I feel you're going to feel this breath of fresh air, that when the swords energy, which one was it again that we had? There we go. Whenever you're in the Eight of Sword energy, you will just look up and breathe, and then learn to release, let go. That's what I feel with this energy here. It's when justice happens as well, you will actually feel that release. Another one. See what happens with the Two of Cups here. This one wants to come out. So with So with the Two of Cups, we have the Queen of Wands. So what I'm finding in the future with this, we've got the King of Wands, we've got the Queen of Wands, and together you've got the Two of Cups. So it's two people being on their journeys, and there's definitely a love offering coming in once you have this rebirth. It's and to be honest, this Six of Swords, it's almost like a rebirth. It's just looking up to the moonlight and just feeling the wind in your hair. It's coming, Taurus. It's been a long time coming. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull one more card here just to clarify the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups, we have the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is just all about, I feel, it's this to me, this card reminds me almost like a Cinderella story, running down the steps, free, arms open, dress blowing in the wind, and the white dress. It's all about innocence, peace, purity, and absence of intent as well. And if you notice, the Queen of Wands is wearing a white dress as well. So this I feel is definitely the Cinderella story. It's all about running free from your sword energy that's been holding you back, your illusions. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a card from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Guide, just to find out what the energy from the animals are. So it's Taurus for the future, month of October. Okay, so what we have here is the elk. So just bear with me 2 minutes. I'm just going to grab a quick glass of water. My throat's getting a little bit dry. So altogether, it's quite a beautiful reading, Taurus, for the for the future. So I find with the elk for the future, in the future you're going to find your stability, and you're going to be quite resilient and headstrong, almost taking on a masculine kind of energy. I think possibly nothing wrong with it, but I feel in the past you've been caught up in the emotional female energy, and now you're getting the balance between the masculine and the feminine energies. And yes, you're definitely taking on a more masculine energy, and I feel this with the confidence of the lion as well. Now the elk, it represents the earth element as well, and its masculine form. So Taurus, you are definitely bringing it to this month of October in the future. It's I think in the future you're going to provide support and stability amongst the many changes that you've had to make. Your life in the past has been very up and down and very unstable since this tower and death moment, and the elk is actually coming in to give you back this support and stability that you felt you lost control of. It's in the future. It's definitely presenting itself again. Now the elk energy, the personality can be male or female, even though the elk is male here. It can be male or female, and it's and I feel in the future you're going to fully establish yourself in your care and values. You're going to know your care and values. Maybe you didn't know your values in the past, and people are, when you value yourself, people will value you. Now I feel you're going to act in ways that uphold your values. Possibly you've gone a little bit off the rails since you had this death moment in the past, and you felt you had no value. But I feel you're getting these back by upholding these. Now sometimes the elk, I feel the ego can become a bit inflated, so maybe that's something just to watch in the future. But for the most part, I think you'll make a pretty damn good masculine energy, particularly if you're doing a startup business. I feel this elk energy is definitely going to help you a great deal. And also, if you're starting new relationships, I feel you're going to make an excellent lover and friends as well. And if you're expecting children, you're going to make excellent mothers or fathers too. It's all about values. You will find people attracted to you. Once you value yourself, then you will attract people who value that. People who don't value that, then they're not really your friends or lovers. And just, yes, it's Taurus in the future. You are going to be so highly regarded and respected in all aspects. Now, in the future, if you find when you're in balance, you'll know when you're in balance, because you'll be supportive, kind and consistent, and people will reflect this back to you. Now, in the future, if you find that you are out of balance in this energy, then what you will need to do is what you need to do is when you're out of balance, you will know you're out of balance because you'll feel very kind of pretentious and high and mighty. Your ego will just kind of run a little bit away with you. But as soon as you actually feel this happening in the future, to bring this balance back into balance, I would suggest eat and drink more consciously. Be mindful about what you eat instead of just mindless, thoughtless eating, doing things thoughtlessly. Be very conscious and mindful about what you're eating, why you're eating it. And it'll make you more aware and bring you back into this elk energy. I think that's absolutely beautiful and absolutely wonderful guidance for Taurus for the future. So I'm just going to pull a card to wrap up the reading as a final message. Okay, final message from the universe. I choose love no matter what. And it's all about in the future just loving yourself. And when you love yourself, other people will love you, and not choosing the ego. It's yes, I feel through the past, you've chose love to get you through whatever you got through. In the present, you're choosing love as well, and it's almost. In fact, I'm looking at this energy here with this king is choose love, even with a King of Swords armor on. It's all about the elk energy, being strong and respecting your values. But you've got your armour on, but you've got an air of love about you as well. It's all about respect, grounding, setting your boundaries and getting your stability back, and being very conscious about what you're eating if you're out of balance. It's Taurus, that was an absolutely beautiful extended reading. If this reading resonated with you, then please like, share, subscribe, and in fact what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull one more card from the Rider-Waite deck, because this was just such a lovely reading. Final message. The final message for Taurus for the future, for the month of October 2019. (1111) Twin Flame. Happy endings. Well done, Taurus. Thank you, Taurus. Love you to bits. Thank you now. Bye.